Have you ever wondered how much fear controls your life? This isn't just a rhetorical question. It's an invitation to delve into the depths of our psyche and unravel the truth about fear. Fear, my friends, is not merely an emotion. It's a potent force that shapes our lives in ways we often fail to recognize. Consider this. How often do we hold back from pursuing our dreams because we're afraid of failure? How frequently do we avoid taking risks because we fear the unknown? And how many times do we choose to stay in our comfort zones because we're scared of what lies beyond? The answers to these questions reveal the immense power fear wields over us. Fear, in essence, is a survival mechanism. It's our brain's way of protecting us from potential harm. But when fear starts dictating our decisions, it becomes a barrier, a chain that holds us back from reaching our full potential. It's like a shadow, always lurking, ready to pounce on us at the slightest hint of vulnerability. Fear impacts our daily life in profound ways. It affects our decision-making process, making us choose safety over growth, familiarity over exploration, and certainty over uncertainty. It stifles our creativity and hinders our progress. It makes us settle for mediocrity when we're capable of achieving greatness. Moreover, fear breeds anxiety, stress, and self-doubt. It robs us of our peace of mind, leaving us restless and uneasy. It makes us question our abilities, causing us to underestimate ourselves. It creates a negative cycle of thoughts that is hard to break free from. But here's the thing about fear. It's not invincible. It's not a permanent state of being. It's a feeling, an emotion, and like all emotions, it can be managed, it can be controlled. We have the power to confront our fears, to challenge them, to overcome them. Fear indeed holds a powerful grip, but remember, it only has as much power as we give it. It's time we stop letting fear control our lives. It's time we take back the reins and steer our lives in the direction we want. Because at the end of the day, we are much stronger than we think, and fear is much weaker than it appears. I was no exception to the rule. Fear ruled my life too. Like a sinister puppeteer, it controlled my every move, every decision. It was a time in my life where I was caught in fear's icy grip, and it seemed as though there was no escape. There's a specific event that's etched in my memory, like a scar that serves as a constant reminder of what once was. I had an opportunity, a golden chance to realize a lifelong dream. But instead of seizing it, I let fear dictate my decision. I was offered a position at a prestigious company, a job that I'd been dreaming of since my college days, but it meant moving halfway across the country, leaving behind everything familiar, everything comfortable. The thought of starting anew in an unfamiliar city, the fear of failure, the dread of the unknown, all these fears bundled together and formed a formidable barrier. I was paralyzed, unable to make a decision. Fear whispered in my ear, "What if you fail? What if you're not good enough? What if you can't adjust to the new city?" In the end, I turned down the opportunity. I chose to stay within my comfort zone, chained by fear. I convinced myself that I was making the right decision, but deep down I knew fear had won. It had dictated my decision and I'd let it. This wasn't just about a job opportunity, it was a pattern that was repeating itself in different aspects of my life. Fear was my constant companion, influencing my actions, my decisions, my life. It was a cage, a prison, my own personal hell. But here's the thing about fear. It's only as powerful as you allow it to be. Looking back now, I can see how fear had a strong hold in my life, how it kept me in bondage. But there also came a point when I realized something had to change. I had to change. Fear had me in its clutches, but there came a time when I decided, no more. The journey to overcome fear began with an awakening. An awakening as profound as the dawn breaking the night's hold, as gentle as the first spring bloom. It's an awakening to the power that resides within. A recognition of the inherent strength that lay dormant, waiting, yearning to be harnessed. This awakening didn't happen in a flash, like a bolt of lightning from a clear sky. No, it was more akin to the rising sun, gradual, warming, illuminating the path ahead. It was a process, a journey of self-discovery, a voyage into the depths of the soul. It was a journey of introspection, a journey of courage, a journey of resilience. The realization of the power within was like finding an uncharted territory, a realm of potential, an expanse of possibilities. It was a revelation, a moment of clarity, a moment of understanding. It was a moment of truth, a moment of acceptance, a moment of liberation. It was a moment of triumph over fear. The decision to conquer fear, to challenge it, to face it, to defeat it, was as monumental as the decision to embark on this journey. It was a decision fueled by courage, by determination, by resolve. It was a decision that demanded action, that required commitment, that called for perseverance. The steps taken during this process were as varied as they were challenging. Each step was a battle, a confrontation with fear. Each step was a victory, a testament to the power within. Each step was a milestone, a marker on the journey to freedom. There were steps of introspection, steps of understanding, steps of acceptance. There were steps of courage, steps of determination, steps of resilience. There were steps of action, steps of commitment, steps of perseverance. Each step a stride towards victory, a stride towards freedom. The awakening was not easy, but it was the first step towards freedom. It was the spark that ignited the flame, the catalyst that set the wheels in motion. It was the beginning of the end of fear's reign, the dawn of a new era. It was the awakening to the power within, the first step on the journey to conquer fear, the first step towards freedom. The battle with fear was not an overnight victory. It was a grueling marathon, not a swift sprint. It was an arduous journey, filled with steep mountains to climb, deep valleys to cross, and stormy seas to navigate. Each day was a new challenge, a new struggle, a new battle to be fought. There were setbacks, of course. Moments when fear seemed to have the upper hand. Moments when the darkness seemed to close in, and the light at the end of the tunnel seemed to fade away. There were nights when I lay awake, wrestling with doubt, questioning my ability to overcome. There were days when the shackles of fear felt too heavy, too burdensome to bear. But amidst the storm, there were also glimmers of hope, small victories that began to chip away at the fortress of fear. Each step forward, no matter how small, was a victory in its own right. Each moment of courage, each instance of bravery was a triumph against fear. I learned to celebrate these small victories, to recognize them not as insignificant steps, but as monumental strides towards my ultimate goal. Each victory was a testament to the inner strength that I was cultivating, the power that was gradually awakening within me. And with each battle, I found myself growing stronger. I found the courage to face my fears, to confront them head-on. I found the resilience to bounce back from setbacks, to rise again after every fall. I found the determination to keep moving forward, to keep fighting, regardless of the obstacles in my path. This journey was not easy. It was filled with trials and tribulations, with pain and struggle, but it was also filled with growth and transformation, with self-discovery and empowerment. It was a journey of resilience, of courage, of determination, a journey of conquering fear, of breaking free from its chains, of reclaiming my life. Each day was a battle, but each battle brought me closer to victory. Victory over fear doesn't mean the absence of fear. No, it's not about eradicating this deeply ingrained human emotion. It's about mastering it, harnessing it, and turning it into a catalyst for action. Imagine fear as a wild, untamed beast. The goal isn't to slay the beast, but to tame it, to learn its movements, to understand its nature. Once you've done that, you transform the beast from a threat into a powerful ally. Fear then becomes a signal, a warning bell that rings not to paralyze you, but to prepare you. It's not a wall preventing your progress, it's a hurdle to leap over, a challenge to rise above. Victory over fear is not about silence in the face of danger, but about a roar of defiance. It's not about eliminating the butterflies in your stomach, but getting them to fly in formation. Victory over fear means taking back control. Now it's your turn. The path to overcoming fear, like any journey, begins with a single step. It's that first stride, that act of defiance, that sparks the flame of courage within. Fear is a formidable foe, yes, but remember, you wield the power to conquer it. It's a power that resides within you, waiting, just waiting to be awakened. And once you've ignited that inner strength, you'll find that fear in all its forms begins to lose its grip. You'll rise, you'll fight, and you'll conquer. And when you do, you'll discover a freedom, a liberation, a victory like no other. So start today. Take that first step. Embrace the battle. Share your stories, your triumphs, your victories. Inspire others and in turn be inspired. For in each victory over fear, we all triumph. Remember, the power to conquer fear lies within you. Start your journey today and claim your victory over fear.